I just talked for a good 3 minutes and I hadn't actually pushed record. So, ding! It's Wednesday! And yes, mm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. This is just a straight to webcam upload because shut up! Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm supposed to be down at the hall getting ready to feed the homeless people, but it's just not going to happen tonight. What was I talking about? Oh my goodness. Okay. Yes, straight to camera upload because Winston's battery is dead and my iPad has shat its pants and just won't let me do anything. I can't even unlock the screen, so I'm waiting for the battery to die and hopefully I'll charge it up again and it'll suddenly love me again. But it's at 91% battery, so it's going to take a while to die. Any hooser, yes, as you know, I was supposed to fly home last night, Tuesday night, on the last flight out, but the weather was crazy horrible, and so my flight was cancelled, and you had to come pick me up at silly o'clock, and then I managed to get on the first flight out the next morning, and so you had to get up and drop me back at the airport at even sillier o'clock, so that I could be back here in time, because today I had an assessment. I have an eyelash in my eye and it's bugging me. I had an assessment that was worth 100% of my final grade. Not, like a normal class where your grade might be worth, like each individual assessment over the term would be worth about 45%. You might have 4 or 5 assessments over the whole term that are each worth little amounts. No. This one was 100% of the grade of a group project, all resting on one assessment. So that wasn't anxiety inducing at all. And of course I had the smartphone movie with me on my USB because of all the editing hoopla last week. So, yep. If I didn't make it to class today, then my whole group would have failed the whole paper. Not just the assessment, the whole damn paper would have had to resit. So that would have been awesome fun for them. But I made it to class, and got on a plane, everything was fine, fell asleep on the plane, got a massive pain in my neck. I don't know how, because I fell asleep like this. I don't know how this is bad for my neck, but yep, that happened. Your sister picked me up from the airport, so I bought her McDonald's for breakfast, and we had hotcakes together, and that was nice. And then I got home, dumped my stuff, edited a couple more last-minute things on the video, and then went to class, and we presented our thing. And now the whole thing about this class was that we have to make a short film using a smartphone about something relating to our major, or something about Auckland City. Now, on one of the first weeks I said to our teacher, lecturer person thing, she doesn't lecture us, she doesn't teach us, she just sits in the room and makes sure we're not Googling boobs. That lady, our babysitter, essentially, I asked her if it was okay if I used my iPad, because this thing, it's pretty darn life-proof. I can drop it down a flight of stairs and she'll be right, but I can't film anything with this. There is no way that footage from this would be usable. So I asked her if I could use my iPad, because the iPad is, the specs are comparable to other smartphones. And she said, yes, that's fine. So we made that, and so many times I wish I could have had my DSLR and my tripod, because I don't have steady hands. I'm used to filming with a tripod. I'm used to talking with my hands. I'm not used to being a camera person who holds a camera steady for several minutes at a time. I can't do it. Not a skill that I have. So many times I wish we could have had a tripod or something. And then we get to class today, and discovered that not one, but two other groups have used actual cameras. One of them was a DSLR Canon, and the other was a Nikon. I don't know what sort of camera, because she didn't even know. She could barely remember the brand name. But yes, two other groups had not actually used smartphones to make their film. They'd used proper cameras, which are for making videos. And their logic in this was that nowhere in the course outline does it specifically say that you have to use a smartphone to make the short film. Nowhere in the outline does it say that, apparently. Their logic was that it doesn't specifically say they have to use a smartphone. So they just didn't. They thought, well, we can get better quality if we use a DSLR, so we're going to do that. Naturally, you can get better quality if you use DSLR than a freaking smartphone. I just wish that that option had been pointed out to everyone in the class, so everybody had the option of using a camera that was made for making film. That would have been great. We could have done so much better. We could have had much better shots. We could have filmed easier. Editing would have been easier if we'd been allowed to use my DSLR. But no. We had to film everything on a frickin' iPad. But the film was fine. It worked well. The green screen was good. There were little things that only I myself will have noticed. I even hit up the people in my group, and I'm like, did you? And they're like, what? What are you talking about? I didn't notice that. So if they didn't notice it, then surely, I don't know, no one else picked up on it in the class. Yep. Oh my goodness, I've been talking for 7 minutes. Wow. So yes, that was class, and then I came home, and then I kind of just had food, lovely, nice sandwich, and then I had a nap, because I'm so tired. I am exhausted, just from all of the things this weekend. Armageddon was amazing. There's my cosplay bingo video on my channel for anyone who wants to go watch it, which is sort of my miniature way of wrapping up the amazing weekend that was Armageddon. Yep, I'm thinking of putting up a tutorial on how to make the bits of my Raven costume. Maybe, if that's a thing that people want. I don't know. It's been like 8 minutes now, and I feel like I've waffled for most of this. And most of it is stuff you already know, because I've already told you. But that's okay. I'm gonna curl up in bed and watch TV now. And by TV, I don't actually mean like I'm going to watch my TV. No, I mean I'm gonna watch TV shows on the internet. Yay for TV on demand. I will see you on Friday.